Caitlin Clark made her preseason debut as the Indiana Fever traveled to Iowa City to take on the Brazilian national team in front of a sold-out arena. Let's talk about it next with me, Reese Will. Next. What's up, everyone? I'm Reese Will. Welcome to the Going Strong podcast. Yesterday was the highly anticipated preseason game where the Indiana Fever traveled to the University of Iowa to take on the Brazilian national team in front of people. It was exciting for the game. Many reasons it was exciting. The main was Caitlin would be returning to her alumni in Iowa to play at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Her jersey in the rafters, and they also had a spot where they had where Caitlin had broke the NCAA scoring record, and they put a spot with her number 22 on the court of her signature logo threes. Tickets for the game was actually sold out in an hour, and people were actually lined up 3 hours before the game. This was anticipated and hyped up, even though the Brazilian team, the national team was not really competitive. Iowa won the game 108-44. The Brazilian team really is a young team. They had some high schoolers on the team, some freshmen in college, and it was a nationally televised game in Iowa, and they played against the Indiana team, who's probably the WNBA contenders at the end of the year of the season. So a lot of people are looking for them to, at least go to go to the championship, or at least contend for it at the end of the year. So it was it was a it was a lopsided game. They lost by 64 points, and they seemed like the other team, Brazilian team, had a great time though. Caitlin was signing their jerseys after the game. They were taking pictures, doing TikToks. It was funny. It was funny. They had a good time. The rest of the Indiana, they were actually taking TikToks and pictures with the rest of the team too, not just Caitlin. On the floor. All in all, it seemed like everybody had a great experience for that team. We got a chance to see what the Indiana Fever looked like without Caitlin, which was the first game. We know Caitlin didn't play the preseason first game, and so we got a chance to see what they look like without her and what they look like with her. And then we're going to be doing some live games in the future. We're going to do some WNBA games. So we're going to be doing some live games in the future. So hit that notification so you will be notified during the WNBA season. And this will be like the first game of the year is going to be against the Chicago Sky with Angel Reese, May 17th. Actually, Caitlin and them play the preseason. They got one more preseason game. I believe it's Saturday against the Atlanta Dream. Before, like I said, before they play their first regular season game against Angel Reese. That's going to be a good game. Can't wait to see that. And this was really the first time I'm dipping into the WNBA. So I plan on having a good time with this. Like I said, we're going to be doing some live games. in the future. So hit that notification so you will be notified during the WNBA season. And this would be a great way to engage. We can engage with each other. So stay tuned for that. The starters for this game was Dewana Bonner, Tasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston. I love Aaliyah Boston, man. That's one of my favorite players. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark at the one. Now, Sophie Cunningham backed her up at the one. Sophie Cunningham played point last game. She led the team. So it was a good game. The last game, I think it was against the Mystic. But like I say, the starters was that was the starters. Caitlin had 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists to lead the team. She had 19 minutes, went 6 for 10 from the field, and they forced 26 turnovers. Kelsey Mitchell had 17 points, 3 steals. Aaliyah Boston had 11 points, 2 steals, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And the team went 15 for 33 from the three. Indiana 45% from the three. So it was a good showing for the Indiana Fever. Now, this is Caitlin talking about after the game with the interview on the court, and let's take a listen to what she had to say.
She gives some big hugs to members of Team Brazil. Finds Holly Rowe, and Holly is with Caitlin.
Well, Caitlin, how did this crowd, this moment, this environment meet your expectations today?
I mean, they always exceed it. I mean, they were amazing, and just really thankful to be able to come back here and appreciate this place and these fans. And I mean, it was as loud as it gets when we went on that 8-0 run to start the game. So just thankful.
They do continue to show up. How important was it for you to showcase this to your Indiana Fever teammates, that this is special?
Well, I'm just thankful I could bring them all here. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for them. So, I mean, this is what women's basketball is all about. And all these people, 15,000 people and more, love them too. So that's what's about.
Okay, so you hadn't played in a real game for 7 months. How did you think you did today?
I did all right. We'll clean up some stuff, but we'll see.
Okay, the one thing you didn't have to clean up, though, was a 36-foot shot. It even exceeded your record-setting shot. What's going through your mind when you pull up in that moment?
Well, Steph said, I'm going to take you out, and then it was a 2-for-1 situation, so I knew I could get one up because that means I can get a quick shot up, so I was like, why not? They let me dribble into it, and I always am further back than I actually think, but yeah, happy winning.
Okay, before we let you go, what is the ceiling for this Indiana Fever team? So many new additions, great former additions. The ball was moving, the passes were popping. What is possible for this group this year?
Yeah, a championship, that's our goal, and I think working every single day. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and we got a new team, so it's going to take some time to put it all together, but I think everybody's thankful. We got some really great vets that have won before, and then we got some people back, and then Steph's amazing and her staff. So just taking time to put it all together, but it should be a great season.
All right, we'll see you all for the season opener, May 17th. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Caitlin.
Now that was Caitlin Clark and all her teammates, and they revamped their team, and they look like they're gonna be pretty damn good. So, like I said, you guys, we're gonna be doing a lot of WNBA games also. So appreciate y'all joining me, and click that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. Appreciate y'all, and see you in the next video.